Back to the ETF Inspector. It's Wednesday, August 20th, about 9:45. I wanted to get this video out before the market opened, but my commute did not allow for it. And with it being Wednesday, it is YieldMax declaration for, I believe it is Group C, along with the weekly payers. So just wanted to get that information out to you guys quickly. Also, if you don't already follow me on X, it's at ETF_inspector1. I did repost. I don't see it, but I did repost the YieldMax distribution announcement, as well as Round Hills. We'll go over that in my afternoon video as well. But trying to get these done in the mornings when I can on Wednesdays so that they don't make the evening Ulti video that much longer. So let's go ahead and get right into it. If you are not already, you can sign up on YieldMax's website and get this email to come out to you. It came out real close to 7 o'clock this morning, 6:58. So you can find out right away. So we're just going to read through. We're not going to read every single number on there, but we can kind of talk about some maybe. Chippy, the first one, is their semiconductor option income ETF. They're paying out 39.93 cents, so just under 40 cents. That's a 39% distribution rate. They are saying it's all return of capital. GPTY, that's on YieldMax's AI option income ETF. So they're all going to say, if there's not already a category for that in the market, then they had to add like tech portfolio. That's why LFGY is that way too. But this is their AI play. 30.77 cents per share is a 36% annual rate. Again, 100% return of capital. LFGY, I cover them daily. It's the crypto industry option income ETF. 41.27 cents per share. That's lower than what my estimate was. That's a 61% annual rate and 100% return of capital. Next, you have the 3 0 DTE covered call strategies on the NASDAQ 100, the Russell 2000, and the S&P 500. So the first one on the NASDAQ is QDTY. They're paying out 19.12 cents per share. That's 22+% annual rate, and that's an 84 to 85% return on capital. That means that they did generate some income, but just not enough to pay the full distribution. Next, RDTY on the Russell was 39.35 cents. That's a 45, almost 46% annual rate, 100% return on capital. And SDTY on the S&P 500 was 16.81 cents, 19.35% annual rate, 100% return of capital. Ulti, this is the big one. Most people that are subscribed to my channel are there because of the Ulti coverage. They're paying 10 cents. Can't believe it. If you watched my estimate video, didn't think they were going to pay 10 cents this week, so I'm sure you guys, me included, holding the Ulti, are happy to still get 10 cents a share. Now that's a 90%, over 90% annual yield, and it's 100% return of capital. YMAG, this is YieldMax's, it's one of the fund of funds. This one owns the Magnificent 7 YieldMax strategy funds. They're paying 14.86 cents per share. That's a 50% annual yield. And that's only 7% return of capital. So that means the majority of that 14 cents came from them actually earning the income this past time. You've got the other fund to fund. This is all the individual income funds within YieldMax, with the exception maybe of the brand new ones that they just came out with. So YMax paying out 16.22 cents per share. That's a 65, close to 66% annual yield. It's 72% return of capital, so there is some in there that came from income. That's it for the weeklies. Next, they call these monthlies, but since they're every 4 weeks, you actually get 13 of them in a year. So it's every 4 week. These are all most of these are the individual income strategy funds. So basically just creating a synthetic on the underlying, in this case Airbnb, and then selling calls off of them to generate income. Okay, so ABNY paying 29.72 cents per share. That's a 36% annual yield. 0% return of capital. So that's all money that they made trading options. AMDY on the underlying of AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, 54.41 cents per share. That's almost 83% annual yield. It's mostly return of capital, 97%. Coney on Coinbase, 34.38 cents per share. It was announced. That's 63.19% annual yield. 94% of that is return of capital. We've got Carvana, CVNY on Carvana, $2.55.92 cents per share. That's 80% annual yield. And it was all actually, none of it's return of capital. So it's money they made trading options. Dre is brand new. So this is off of DraftKings. I believe this is their first payment, and it's $2.19.44 cents per share. Stock's in that $50 range. For some reason, their chart didn't show it. I do have a rough number here. It's like 54%. And it was 61% return of capital. Now, Fiat is kind of like the inverse or the short of Coney. So this is a going against Coinbase. So they are paying 26.86 cents. They are the highest annual yield payer of the week. They win, they get the gold star, paying out over 100% annual yield. But 97% of that was return of capital. Next we have Hui on Robinhood. Back to normal, not an inverse, not a short. $3.85.64 cents per share. That's 73% annual yield and 0% return of capital. So they making money. MSFO on Microsoft was 31.77 cents per share. That's 23%. Now we know once you start getting into Mag 7 type funds, they're not very volatile, so you're not going to make a lot of money selling options on them. So they're kind of the safer plays, what people would consider them anyway, not financial advice. 87.82% of that was return of capital. NFLY on Netflix, another big one, not paying quite as high of a percentage. It's 46.7 cents per share, 35% annual yield. 90% of that is return of capital. And finally, PYPY for PayPal, 34 cents per share. That's 38% annual, and 92% of that is return of capital. I thought of something. So as far as the 4 weeklies, Fiat wins. And as far as the weeklies, if you've watched my videos before, we don't even have to look. We always know who wins, and that's Ulti. Usually it's because they pay out 80%. This week it was 90%. Now these percentages are going to look different based on if you look at other things, right? Because my normal chart, it's because the market is live now, these stock prices keep updating, and so the division based off of those prices will keep on adjusting. But in any case, as you can see, Ulti's down this morning, so that makes it look like 92%. So you got to take a snapshot to figure out, do your math. But again, you can go right on their website. Should have had it up, sorry. And if you click in this contact and you fill it out, you don't have to put your phone number in there, but filling that out, and then you start receiving the emails from YieldMax. Again, I'm not sure why my repost didn't show up as far as this one. I guess it just didn't take. There we go. So if you're on X, you can follow them, and you'll get the announcement around 6:55 in the morning, 7 o'clock. If you sign up for the emails, same thing. You'll get it somewhere in that 6:55 to 7 o'clock range. All right. that's all I've got for you. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for tonight's videos.